Thank you again so much.
Okay, it's fine.
My first question is just some general comments on how the last couple of days have been going and or how you feel about results and.
No, it was a roller coaster, obviously. Just because you go from the highs and then you go down to the lows, but it was a fun process. Something that I was glad I had a chance to experience. Got a lot of phone calls from different teams. But here I am, and I get to explore the free agent market as well, which is probably better because I get to find a position that'll suit me more.
Okay, and what was it like being with all those guys there this weekend? I mean, I'm sure it's kind of made you anxious, or just how did you feel?
Well, that was good because we have a great network. Marcus, Evan, Terrence, JD, we were all on the phone with each other all weekend, just talking about what we had heard and, just describing the experiences that we went through. It was great to have your family there as a backbone, your backbone and your support, and, it was just a great experience.
So all your family was there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that's cool. That's nice to have along. And you're going to be leaving on Friday?
Thursday, I actually fly out, and they'll do all the paperwork and stuff. And then we'll start drills first thing Friday morning.
Okay, so how are you feeling?
Anxious, a little nervous, but I'm just excited about having the opportunity to go to camp because there's so many great players that don't get the opportunity. So I'm just gonna make the best of it.
Okay, and you're trying out for quarterback.
They want me down there for quarterback. That was what my agent said. He talked to him, and they're gonna give me a tryout at quarterback. But obviously when I'm down there, I'm gonna show them that I'm more valuable. Doing a lot of things, running the ball, catching the ball. Special teams doesn't matter. I'm just gonna try and fit in.
Okay, ideally, is quarterback where you want to be, or where would you?
Well, right now I'm just trying to get my foot in the door.
Okay.
I'm such an unselfish player that I just want to get on the field, make plays, and contribute.
Okay, and are you happy with the results and everything? How, just overall, are you?
Yeah, overall, I mean, it's been a fun process overall. You always want to get drafted. It's just a great feeling to have your name go up on the screen. All your friends and family can see it. But a lot of great players, have gone this route. We even have Akeem. He's still in the NFL making plays right now. And, he pretty much went through the same process that my teammates and I are going through now. So just make the best of your opportunity.
Okay, and how long is this camp going to last?
3-day camp, I believe. Starts Friday, and it'll wrap up on Sunday.
Okay, and will you know as soon? When would you
I believe so. I think we'll have a good idea by Sunday for sure.
Okay, and ideally, you would like the position. Now, where are you going to go from there if things don't?
Still talking to a couple teams. My agent was telling me there's a couple teams that are still interested, still want me to come in and do some tryouts. This is just the first week of rookie mini camps. A lot of them are next week, and just have to go and reassess from there. Like I said, there's a couple teams still looking at me, so if this doesn't work out, then I have to make the best of somewhere else.
And do you know the names of those teams, or?
A couple of them. I know just off the top, there were about 3 or 4 of them, but I know the Giants, the Rams, and I believe the Bears. So we'll see.
And are they looking at your quarterback or just?
More of a H-back, running back type of thing. Fill in on special teams, just make plays, hustle plays.
Okay, and going in on Friday, just some mental preparation, I guess. What are some thoughts going through your mind?
Just make the best of your opportunity. Coach always tells us, he said, make sure you leave it all on the field, and don't be one of those players that walks off the field and says, I didn't realize that was my opportunity. So I'm just gonna make the best of it, and hopefully I come back with good news.
Okay, and just some reflections on your time here at JMU. Last year was a great year for you. Just some general comments on.
Amazing season. The highs, the lows, obviously, are the way we ended the season, but I mean, it's just an incredible run. I don't think we could have wished for anything better. Being ranked number 1, 10 weeks, 11 weeks, whatever it was, knocking off our rival schools, coming from behind on the win, dramatic plays, great special teams play. It was an amazing season and something I was glad I was a part of.
And what are you going to miss most about not only JMU, but the team?
Just the camaraderie. We're so competitive with each other, and it's a brotherhood that we've really formed, something that I see a lot from the other teams. It's something special, and that's really what I'm going to miss is just the atmosphere in the locker room.
Okay, and I know I didn't see you at the spring game. I'm assuming you weren't there.
No.
Yeah. What was that like not being there?
It was weird. It was a weird feeling because, you're used to suiting up, going out here and suiting up with the guys and making plays. But, I was glad that I didn't get a chance to see it, but I heard some good things from the team, offensively and defensively. So very excited to see what they do this season.
What do you just some comments on how you think they're going to do next year and what you've seen?
Well, Coach always says that we don't rebuild, we just reload. We've got so many great athletes, so much talent on the team. It's all a matter of just coming together and finding the right chemistry. We've got the tools, we've got the athletes, we've got the great coaching staff. It's all about just coming together. So the sky's the limit for this group.
Think you're going to try to make it back to some games?
I'm going to try to if I can. I'm going to try to if I can.
Okay.